All right, y'all. So for like the 10th time trying again, but you know, I'm taking my time to make these videos. You know, to kind of because I really care a lot about them, and I put a lot of heart and soul into them. As in, I don't want to present no false information, but you know, this is just my my dealings and my feelings that goes into me making these videos, and these videos I'm making are part of a confession that I'm publicly making unto God, and it's from something I got from a book that was written about the life of King Solomon. And in the book, what I read was the confession of an exorcism. The confession of an exorcist, but it sounded like to me it was a confession of a sinner. That's crazy, that big ass bump. And so last week I left off with pride. I left off with my part in sinning when it comes to pride, at least on a global scale, because it comes to I have to put certain things or certain ways certain things about me and certain ways about me I have to change in order, because when doing something truthfully in front of God's eyes, so He knows that that I'm taking it to heart, and I'm not just messing around. So last week I left off with pride. This week I'm starting with Avarice. That's Avarice. And Avarice is to have extreme greed or material wealth. Now my interpretation of extreme greed, some people will tell you that extreme greed is the need to want to have for money and stuff, like kind of for wealth, or people will tell you different kind of definition of extreme greed. But with my definition of what real sin is, when you do things that affects the lives of people all around you, extreme greed then comes in. That what is it that what greed is in your heart that'll cause you to make choices to what affect people on a global scale. And the only thing I had to tell you is probably earth, or some earth. That'll have to be a real sin for you to go around with greed in your heart and make certain actions, as in being greedy for saying that I want something that I know belongs to everybody, but now I only wanted to belong to me. That being what you only to be you will be a material gain, and that's earth. And that's if you look at it in that kind of sense. I know it's kind of off a little bit, but extreme greed is, yeah, like I say, it's greed, but it's like greed, like like I say, for having for something that's been shared with everybody. And when you look at it, if you look at it from a different kind of scale, material gain, because earth, it's a thing, it's a something. Like this phone, it's a phone, but it's a material thing. Earth will be something the same thing as that. You can kind of present it as like the same thing as that, as earth being a material, a piece of a materialistic thing. A home. Like when people say, "Oh, home," those are material things, homes and stuff like that. Earth is a material thing. It's to be a home that's to be shared. That's being shared with a lot of people. That's being shared with everybody. And I think when you cross into that crossroad of having the greed in your heart that it's mine only. That's real greed. It's mine. This thing that everybody shares, that we all share the same air, the water, the food, everything on it, only belongs to me. And there's somebody who makes moves and actions, and they plan everything out for a day when they can go ahead and do something to make that greed in their heart a reality. Do things, create things, cause fear, propaganda within the people itself, and make moves to make that greed become a reality. And when it becomes a reality, then it's what satisfies the need because now you have gained a materialistic thing that wasn't even yours from the get-go. It should be shared amongst everybody. And like I say, man, these are just my interpretations, and I'm gonna make a couple more videos for the rest of the before tonight's over. But I thought I should leave with that one, you know, Avarice. And that's my interpretation. Now I hope you understood it. If you need any questions, you know, leave a comment either here or on my Instagram page or my Twitter page, or and check below the comments or read the description thing, and you'll see the links to all that good stuff. So Avarice, Avarice. I have no extreme greed in my heart for what I'm going for. Somebody sees that I know it's not only for me, so I take care of it because I know it takes care of everybody else around me. And it's a piece of materialistic thing. When I say, if you look at my hand and ask me what's in my hand, if I tell you earth, it's a piece of materialistic thing that I know it's not just mine. I didn't gain it. Somebody gave it to me already. It's something I didn't gain. Somebody gave us earth already for us to share. There's no greed in my heart to say that it only belongs to me. It belongs to everybody. All I am is just a shepherd to take care of it.